Greetings. I hope everyone is starting their autumn equinox off right by taking care to focus on the spiritual elements of this transition and also the physical elements that come along with the transition as well. So I know you're probably wondering what is on her face. Yeah. Right now I have on the Autumn Enzyme peel, and I can really barely move my face or make facial expressions because it's dried right now. I had it on for a good 20 minutes, and I always like to start off my autumn equinoxes with self-care, just like any equinox, but in this particular case, for women, it is very important that we take time to focus on little things like how we feel, what our body's doing, how our body's reacting, how our mind is reacting, and a lot of those things can become overwhelming if we don't at least take one day out of the week to focus on ourselves. So I just want to share this spiritual bath that I'm about to do to put this into motion. So I have my salt lamp right here because I honestly really dislike using overhead lamps or really bright lights whenever I'm trying to do a cleansing or a shift into a new feel or a new environment. So I make sure that I have my perfect light settings to incorporate the feeling that I'm trying to conjure. And I have also 3 white candles. I use the color white because I just really want to purify and cleanse right now, and I feel like white was just the perfect color for that. I also have little crystals right there just next to the light to amplify the energy. I haven't drawn the bath water yet, but I will be putting cucumber and aloe vera into the water once it's drawn. I have some fresh lavender here that I picked out of my garden that I'm gonna be using, and some eucalyptus blue Malee oil. And all of these elements combined really help to calm your mind and soothe your skin as well. It's really good for the skin too, but all these elements really help to calm and let things kind of flow to you. No harsh energy, no aggressiveness. It's just very calming, soothing energy. Right, but that's not all. I actually made sure to steep some tea to put in my bath as well for this autumn equinox shift. The flower that I steeped, or the herb that I steeped, is called Pau'd, and it's used mainly in South America, Brazil, Central America, which is why the name is so kind of difficult to say, Pau'd. But yeah, this flower has amazing metaphysical properties. I particularly scary face. I particularly love this herb because it's ruled by Pluto, and I am a Scorpio. My sun is in Scorpio, so I have a lot of Pluto energy in my chart. And Pluto is all about healing, transformation, and it is a great energy to use during any shift in your life or any transition that you're moving through. It's symbolizing this sort of death, and people always get a little scared when they hear that word, but death is actually a good thing. It's making room for new beginnings, making room for new things to come into your life. So the moon is waxing right now, so this is the perfect time to put out there the things that you want to manifest and kind of focus on that. So yes. So now I'm about to draw my water. Make sure you clean your tub. Use an essential oil to go ahead and rub down the tub to make sure any energy that's kind of stagnant in the tub can be released. Okay, so the tub is pretty much full. Well, not all the way full, but pretty much full. And while it was filling, I washed my face. So this is what my face looks like with the mask off. And it feels good. I'm really glad I did that mask. Yeah, really good mask to use. I have it available on my website if you would like to do a mask on your own face. But with further ado, I am about to now put the eucalyptus oil in the tea that I steeped in the Pau'd Arco that I steeped, instead of putting it individually in the bathtub. So, whew, steamy. Okay, taking the oil, I'm going to put just enough drops, not too many drops. You might end up making your skin react if you put more than 10 drops. So I don't know how many drops that was, but I'm gonna assume that it was 7 to 10 drops. Okay. Oh my gosh, I smell it already. This oil, the eucalyptus blue Malee, opens up your respiratory system, so breathing is much easier as you relax in the tub. So breathing is a very important component of manifesting anything as well. The breath is very important. So once the eucalyptus gets in the tub and the water, you can feel your nostrils start to open up and your respiratory system is ready to inhale and exhale. I'm gonna finish pouring the rest of that in here. The color is very light for this flower, and you don't need to use that much herb whenever you're steeping the tea. You only need enough, so don't overdo it, just enough. And the entire time you're pouring, make sure to keep focused on your intention and what it is that you would like to manifest while cleansing yourself and enjoying yourself in this magnificent spiritual bath. Now I'm gonna take my cucumber, aloe vera, and lavender and just pour the cucumber and watch it go into the tub, and that's just gonna float around in the water while you seep in the water with the cucumber and the aloe vera. Okay, and the last thing you want to make sure to do before you take your spiritual bath, water is energy. water takes hold of energy very easily. So a good way to put the energy into the water, along with the earthly elements you have just put in, is to speak into the water. Speak your intentions. Your thoughts manifest as well through just kind of being present near the water and breathing near the water. But speaking to the water will have an even greater effect. So this is a little thing you can say. And whatever you say, make sure you are speaking in third person instead of first person. A lot of us speak in first person just naturally. But whenever you are trying to conjure something, you always amplify the power of what you have just said when you speak in third person. Now, I know a lot of people think, well, why would I use third person when I'm only really talking about myself? Well, don't think of yourself as just one person. Think of yourself as a divine being with a soul, with a spirit, and a Holy Ghost that is guiding you and pretty much around you all the time. So you are not this singular person. You are three. You are more than one. You are three. You're infinite. So make sure to speak in third person when in these plants doth magic live, by sun and moon and earth made whole. We conjure thee thy power to give, to heal the flesh and ease thy soul. Thank you. And I'm ready to get in this tub. So thank you for watching. And I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions or if you want to share any of your spiritual bath experiences, please send a message, comment, whatever. I gotta get in this tub now. So see you soon. Wow, I'm finished with my bath and I feel rejuvenated. I feel really good right now. So caution, when you get in the bathtub, you may have the urge to eat the cucumbers that are in there, because I know I did. I wanted to eat the cucumbers, but yeah, that might just be me. So after you get out of the tub, make sure you drink lots of water before and after actually you get in and out of the tub, because you might get a little lightheaded from all of that energy going on inside of the tub, and once you finally come out. And once you've dried off, you can go ahead and lay out and relax. I would recommend staying naked for a little bit after you get out of the tub. Don't just immediately put on clothes. Just relax, lay down somewhere, indulge in staring at the sun has amazing effects. Not everybody is capable of staring at the sun, but I am. And most people will warn you not to look at the sun, but I actually think that looking at the sun helps you in all aspects. I mean, not just beneficial to your eyesight, but beneficial to your well-being. So yeah, do that. Stare at the sun. If you after you stare at the sun, go outside, dig your feet in the ground, take heed and give thanks to the earth. And you know, when the night comes, make sure you pay attention to the moon. See what the moon is doing. Give the moon some of your attention, some of your thanks and gratitude. Every time I perform or do any type of magic, I make sure to give thanks before and after I do the magic that I am doing. So yeah.